We Muslims call this book the Last Testament. Of course, the pastor will challenge me. He says, look, we know about the Old Testament, we know about the New Testament, but we have not heard anything about the Last Testament. I says, no, that is what I'm here to educate people about, that if there is such a thing as an Old Testament, and if there is such a thing as a New Testament, there is also such a thing as a Last Testament. This Last Testament happens to be the Holy Quran. And I'm presenting this to pastor that maybe in this later life of his, as he goes along, that this book of God might have some chance of changing his heart. This book here is an encyclopedia. It's an encyclopedia of 2,000 pages. I do not expect him or any one of you, if you have one, they are available in the foyer outside, these books here, 2,000 pages. How are you going to have access to it? You see, to make things easy for the pastor, I'm telling him, as well as you all, that at the back of this book there is a comprehensive index. If you browse through the index, the things that tickles you, look up those subjects. Don't try to wade through from page 1 to 2,000. Don't do that. Nobody seems to have got the time to do things, exercise like that. Now, in the index, what do you want to know? You want to know about God, under G. Everything about God. You want to know about Jesus, open J, everything about Jesus. You want to know what the Quran says about the Christians. Good Christians, like Brother Stanley. What does the Quran say? It says, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, وَلَتَجِدَنَّ أَقْرَبَهُمْ مَوَدَّةً لِلَّذِينَ آمَنُوا الَّذِينَ قَالُوا إِنَّا نَصَارَى ذلك بأن منهم كسيسين ورهبانا وأنهم لا يستكبرون. It says, the nearest to you, the Muslims, in faith, will thou find those who say we are Christians. This is what the Quran is saying. That the nearest to the believer, to the Muslims, will thou find those who say we are Christians. Because among them, among the Christians, the Quran says, there are men devoted to learning, men who have renounced the world, and men who are not arrogant. And the commentator, he describes this quality about the Christian, the good Christian. I'm reading from the book. It's chapter 5, verse 85. What's going on there? Verse 85, the commentary on the verse, it says, the meaning is not that they merely call themselves Christians, but they are such sincere Christians that they appreciate Muslim virtues. They appreciate Muslim virtues. As did the Abyssinians to whom Muslim refugees went during their persecution in Mecca. They would say, it is true, we are Christians, but we understand your point of view, and we know you are good men. The commentator of this book says, they are Muslims at heart. Those Christians are Muslims at heart, whatever the label may be. You can label yourself, I'm a Pentecostal, I'm a Roman Catholic, I'm a Jehovah's Witness, whatever label you apply, but if these are your qualities, we say you are a Muslim. With these words. This is for you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Now, Chairman Saab, you can now start clocking. The subject of the debate or dialogue. Is the Bible really the Word of God? Truly the Word of God? Now, in any dispute, any confrontation, any case, legal, criminal, theological, the first thing they do is to identify the witnesses or the exhibits. So in this case, since we are talking about the Bible, I have brought with me here some Bibles. we would like to know which Bible are we talking about. Generally, people say there's only one Bible. Generally, people think there's only one Bible. But here I show you this little book here. This is the Holy Bible. It is called the Reims, or the Douay version of the Roman Catholics. Brother Stanley, do you accept this as the Word of God? It says the Holy Bible. Do you accept it? That's number one. Number two, I have here with me the Scofield Reference Bible. Reverend Scofield, backed by 8 DDs, Doctors of Divinities, they produced this Bible. This is based on the King James Version. Are we talking about this Bible, Roman Catholic Bible, or this Protestant Bible? This one here, before coming over, I bought a Swedish Bible. This is also based on the King James Version. Is this Bible we are talking about? Then I have here Siamese twins, as you see. Identical. Identical Bibles. Look at them. You can't mistake their identity. They are identical. Both say Revised Standard Version, Revised Standard Version. Out of these two, one is 1952 and one is 1971. Which one would you accept as the Word of God? So we have to identify. If you can help me, you say, look, I accept the RSV, or I accept only the Swedish Bible, I only accept the King James Version, or I accept the Roman Catholic Bible, then we can proceed. Otherwise, we don't know which Bible are we talking about, because these are all different Bibles. By God, they are not the same. Even these twins are not the same. They may look like Siamese twins, but they are not. So if I have the privilege of knowing, it will make it my task easier to proceed with the Bible which the pastor